You're
Yeah.
living proof that like a media composer can exist. This is a doable job.
I guess so.
Yeah.
It was surprising for me too, honestly. But
Yeah.
I wish I had like a secret formula or anything like that. But I mean, my big thing, like the thing that I believe is, even though I have some chops, there are people who are way better than I am. But I think the separator with me personally is people knowing who I am. Like, I use my personality and my character as a big selling point. I don't tell people like, I'm really great to work with or anything, but I put my personality at the forefront of when I talk to people and when I look for work. I try to prioritize like going and talking to that person face to face, having a coffee meetup, because for me, that's been the really thing that makes it. And like Kung Fu Panda, like I talked to Bob because he was from the same high school as me and we just never met.
Wow. And you reached out to him?
Yep. Yeah, he had moved out. Once I came out to LA, I was like, hey, do you want to have a coffee? I met with him, and it wasn't until 3 years later now that I got something from it,
Yeah, so I'm looking at that. I've somehow, all these gigs have come to me in the past, and I've never marketed myself, and I've never reached out. So I don't know necessarily how to do that per se, how to reach out to someone.
I'm not a film festival person. They're cool, but everybody's kind of there with the same like, I'm going to get some work and network. So it is a little different. Like, I wouldn't discourage it. It's just different. Like when I find something that resonates with me online, like, or somewhere, like I don't just like be like, oh wow, that's really cool, and then like put it in the back of my head and move on. I try to actually like think like, oh, maybe I should connect to that person. There's a bunch of YouTubers like Mattia Chiappa. So I saw his video a long time ago, and I was like, I'm going to reach out to him. So I reached out to him, made a connection, and it just connected with genuine interest to connect with people. The hard thing is that I think in the back of our heads, we're like, I need to make money. Yeah. So like, it's hard to like put that aside and really focus on like, just like getting to know people, because there is that sort of, sometimes there's a very real desperation of like, I actually do need to make money.
Yeah. That's the
but
hard part, man.
Yeah. But like, I think that stuff comes from relationships, and relationships take time. Like I said with Bob was living proof about that, for example, that like, I met him, we talked for like an hour. The second time we had lunch, like we double dated, and it was fun. And then the third time I remember I had drinks with him, and I'm like, so what's new with you? And he was talking about that he was working on the Kung Fu Panda thing. And all I said, and I think this is what helped, but I just said, man, that is a really cool gig. That's like my dream gig. That's like what I've been trying to work towards. I love the idea of writing for animation. I didn't say like, if you need help or do you want to, I literally just said that. And then it was like 3 months later, he basically, his wife had a baby on the way.
Yeah.
And he was like, would you be interested in doing additional, which was definitely a trust fall on his part. Like, because even now, I don't have like the kind of credits that other people do. But I guess for some reason he trusted me, maybe because of the meetups or maybe YouTube or both. But that's pretty much the same as most of the other work I've gotten. It's just like time, like time, building a relationship, and then just waiting, basically.